to finally celebrate the rest of Spirit.
I'm definitely cheering against it because I love the stat. The fact that
it exists?
No match.
Yeah.
No matches are won without his carry. I think that's it's pretty badass, you know, when you think about the legacy that he's got. I thought it's funny even when he was talking about Makaze as a rookie, when he's been a player for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
We were talking about Masuda like he was a rookie for 3 years. You remember that?
Yep.
And at a certain point, it's like, no, he's just not getting good enough for us to call him a seasoned vet. But he has been playing a long time. Donk is still so early on into it.
Yet his opinions are just worth so much. Wide swing from top ramp. Zwei is going to put down Hunter. So Sunpius, 40 health, 1v3. No kit and no head.
Dude, Zwei popping off.
Flick of the neck as he takes off 2 heads. We're tied up at 2 rounds each.
Matter of time, you know, before his aim gets comfortable. Starting to see it come up.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if he had come up from the Academy League, because I think that's the cool part about this Zwei story is all the Spirit Academy rosters, and he didn't get that invite. He didn't get added to the team, so he said, all right, to hell with it. He called up Namiga himself and said, I want a spot, and turns heads in Austin on that roster.
Love that.
And so we know what we could get from Zwei if he's able to tap back into what he did in Texas.
I'm not gonna lie, like if I was that player in the academy, I would never leave. I would wait for my chance to. I mean, in all seriousness, just because of how crazy it is out there in tier 2, and you know the qualifications for things and VR. It feels like you could be risking your whole career just by doing that, but it takes a certain amount of self-belief. When we saw Shuhei leave Mouse after getting kind of stuck and not getting promoted to go to Gamer Legion, make that run by himself, like that's what's given him opportunities. But it's like, no shame if you do decide to take a break and wait for the right chance, like Perfecto or JKS. I'm not surprised that people do it. I'm actually more surprised that more people don't. So good on Zwei for, you know, proving his way, getting to the major himself. With Namiga, of course, they were great as a team.
Yeah, Lear was able to weaponize him well.
Yeah, Lear was awesome to watch. Xanter definitely had some moments. Con, yes, we con. Don't forget about that risky peek.
Old Bobby boy. Hunter MP9 in red room. It's just the MAC 10. MP9 versus MAC 10. A battle as old as time.
Yeah, a battle as old as time. But who will win, Connor? Who will win the MP9?
This is ancient history. MP9 versus MAC 10s. The Romans have these.
In a raw duel face-to-face, like it's got to be the MP9, like by a huge margin.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's still just the rate of fire. The rate of fire, the time to kill.
And it's close, so it's not even, there's no nerf at this distance, so.
Just don't jump. That's the habit we all have to break.
Yeah, that's definitely something you see too often. People running away, jumping away. Don't even bother, just run.
Donk looking for a fight here.
It's one of those uncomfortable spots to be in. They
peek from long. Damn,
yeah.
Chopper's the guy who pays the price for that one, even though with 2 other players ahead of him floating around on site.
What's happening here?
G2 come up 5v3. Here's the rebuttal from Shiro. Caught in the smoke, the gun is empty. Not ideal. Zontic's thinking about just putting the bomb down.
Oh, nice.
Banged out of it. Nicely done from Malbs, and he'll close. G2 close the round. 3 players still standing.
That was weird.
Spirit was in the site, looking for fights, and G2 just felt absent until suddenly they were all there.
They might have got stuck on communication, like there was no Molly and Cave, and that's why they couldn't transpose into the full take. So they're really trying to figure out how to get by default. But you can see from Donk's spot, it's literally the moment where you're in the most jeopardy on the site. You can catch them coming around the other side of default. You can peek long, you can peek short, but all those places can peek you too. So I think he was waiting for something, and something that never came. It's become very dark in Chopper's room. This is Brokey levels of darkness.
Zontix used to be that champion for Spirit when he would sit in his totally dark glass box of an apartment while it was raining outside.
Yeah.
That was just so Zontix.
It's just, yeah. Yeah.
Now he's got window shades. They grow up so fast.
Money helps.
Ooh, Mattis again. Thinking about it, but decides to just stay in his cave. He is without a kill so far here on map 2. Whoa, dangerous. Heavy got down beneath the ramp.
Good awareness, Way.
Yep.
I mean,
locks that one in. Mattis gets active, finds Chopper. Oh, but Mobs tries to get cheeky through the smoke.
a little bit too hungry.
That one's going to cost him. Mattis on the recovery again. Both casualties that G2 have faced were made good by Mattis. Now Hunter tapping in a main player out of this. Bomb is outside of B.
Donk could just peek this. Uh-oh.
They need the kills.
56 seconds. That's more than enough time. I won't say... I mean, I guess I can't say more than enough, but it's a good amount of time. It's just weird the CTs don't see it, right?
They haven't. I mean, nobody's been even outside of that doorway. Ooh, Mattis kills Shiro. Donk's just coming for the duels. I think if I'm Donk, I'm just going to go for the fights. To hell with it. I'm Donk after all.
And they still technically don't know. He would go A, naturally speaking, right? So if Sun Pius is here, he's got to be able to...
He hears this.
Yeah. It's
he
just
hears it. Does he...
It's a matter of time. I think Donk is probably going to hard clear this, right?
Oh, Sun Pius locked in. Donk's hands were tied in that round because of bomb positioning.
Had to just hope that no one was listening. No choice but to run.
Yeah, zero inkling as to where Sun Pius was at, because it was Mattis that was doing all the work this round, plus the Hunter one tap here on Zontix. That was clean.
That was nice.
I believe that's Mattis, 3 frags.
Surprised that Zwei didn't respect that smoke from Mattis, though, inside of cave.
Oh, speaking of respecting smokes, Malbs getting ambitious on the mid-follow.
True.
But look at the position it puts Spirit in. G2 leading 4-2. Pistols back for Spirit.
Be very careful on this round.
Tech9 charges into the cave. Mattis hits the ground from a 3K to empty-handed here in the 7th.
It's an upgrade to an M4. There's a massive lead waiting for you, G2, if you can put this one together. I mean, you really sacrifice it if not. Oh.
Kevlar on most. Donk hits the headshot. Chopper doesn't have a gun at all. Chopper, okay, there it is. Tech9 picks up. Hunter's gonna drop a smoke in front of it. They're just gonna commit, flying over top of it with the Tech9. Sun Pius is on the scene. Missed shot. Frag grenade could easily kill Chopper if it found him, but he backs up just enough. Bomb plant being covered from some distance. Sway leans back on the M4. Heavy God's got him dead to rights. 10 health, 1 shot would do it, and the trade frag's good. A USP headshot makes the difference.
To be honest, a round where they get a plant, 4 kills, and we're saving, this is so expensive for G2. It's definitely not a great moment for them. Surviving this is... they're supposed to make money on this round. Yeah, it sucks to get rushed down like that in cave. It's going to happen sometimes. Whew. Instant as it can get. But yeah, this is maybe equally as important. I mean, maybe more since they're winning. Mattis first up.
Big mid-fight queued up. Here comes Zwei, but Malb's already down beneath him. Turns around. A Famas versus Zwei and Donk, and he kills both.
Destroyed.
5v3 here for G2. A rock-solid CT side starting to come together.
Another good start and another good move here from Malbs. Pushing up in a cave. They can take the double swing. Maybe it looks risky, but how are they going to expect 2 people here? Should be a good situation for the CTs.
Malb's still on the Famas. Mattis goes a little wider. Chopper's coming in on him. Mattis has got this one in the bag. Shiro shows his hand. Famas clears him out. A triple kill Famas round for Malbs.
So nice. All the movement. 2 first kills.
No bomb possession here for Zontix either. A 1v5 that he doesn't believe in, so he'll tuck tail and hope to save. But even the Swamp's covered at the moment. Swamp Goblin and Hunter crawling his way through the mud and the sludge.
Oh, he's just a foot away.
Waiting at the perfect angle.
Oh, spotted.
Now found out. He'll hit the ground. And that's the last time he leaves that A site.
this is nice. A lot of sweat off the brow here for G2. Still pick up a 6th round. They'll make some money here. They have lots of guns saved. It's what they were looking for last round. Trying to cripple Spirit here on the T side. As the opinion was ubiquitous on the desk that this is, the last map. Okay, let's see what G2 can do. This map after Spirit won, this one should be easy.
Great double kill for Malbs. And a huge reposition here as well to just guarantee Cave never falters. Not that it looked like Mattis was struggling on his own, but just a strong support system in place.
Yeah, Mattis' aim is definitely robotic sometimes. Very, very clean.
Where's he from again? Slovakia. Like Frozen.
Well.
Hunter's never going to leave that A bomb site again.
That's a good hunt.
Pushes into A main, pays the piper.
God, I was just so prepared. Yeah, Hunter's going to have some scar tissue on that. Who better than Malbs, though? Back to an anchoring role. A lot of versatility shown this game in all the spots that he's been playing. Looks like he won't be tested this time. Smoke comes down a touch early, still up 35 seconds as they walk in. They'll have a real shot at this. I mean, it's two very far players on the A site. No mid-control, slow rotations. A little emphasis here on Madison and Heavy God not to mess this up.
Nades come down, but Matt is still good for his one. Now it's going to be Heavy God's turn, but burned forward. Ooh, Sontix not able to punish that. His teammates will. Donk a double. 5 seconds, stop the plant, the round's done. And he does exactly that. Bomb hits the ground. Two players that better survive this now as well, or else it's even more dire.
Yep.
But they'll hold. And so G2 just stopping that bomb plant to put 5 rounds between them and Spirit at the moment.
Yeah, quite scary. Very good from Sunpius to come in. Nicely played from Heavy God. Found a way to delay, get a kill, be very pesky. Chopper looking more and more like the God of War every time we go back to his camera.
This started 5v4, don't forget that. Sliver's all you need.
It's not a 1.2 rating, Connor.
Not yet.
But they also have to win.
Of course.
That's the other part of it.
Yes, sir. Or else we go to a third. Right now, Zwei finds an entry on the B site. Heavy God happy to just try to hold the ground. And it's a low Zwei at this point, but they don't actually get the punish back on Heavy God, and the support is inbound. Matt has taken a swing at sight before Spirit sink in, and Hunter doing the exact same catch as Zwei on the back of the corner. So it's a disengage from Spirit. They lose man advantage. They also lose the sight.
Leaving the site is incredible. I mean, it's actually might play out, but leaving a fully committed site is so rare. You see that G2 are actually super concerned now that there's a lurk, and it's not really a lurk, but Shiro's gotten so far through the A site the normal way. They're right. They have to be quite careful. I mean, I think Sontix is in a spot where he wins or loses this round, because he can either catch rotations or come mid.
Bomb has been planted.
No one is going to come cave side. So it's set up for him to be sort of LMS inside of Donut. No one's going to come mid, but there's also so much info for his teammates who are holding here.
Close corners cleared. The momentum of the retake now inbound. Zontix comes to add himself to the site. Insta kills from Heavy God and Mattis. Zontix leans back to Donut, misses his chance to kill Hunter.
Nicely done.
And just enough time to get on that bomb. And all things considered, even though they scramble that back for a late retake on A, it's still majority alive. On top of that, 8-2 lead now for G2. Looking for double digits on the defense.
Looks great. I mean, I really appreciate the composure from G2. How slow they moved here, just to be careful. They had lots of time to work with. They see how quick the pace is once they start the retake. Everything lands in place, guns are out, everyone's ready to trade. Nothing bad about it.
Low utility here for Spirit in the 11th. Right towards middle goes Donk. CT bails out. Positions inside of Donut. Donk gets his space with no challenge.
This swift conversion, it looks like, into a B play.
Mattis jiggling here. Arm's been spotted.
Didn't see that.
Yep, so Donk gets dangerously close, tries to chase him down. Mattis holds his own inside of the cave. No trade immediately. Zwei still comes forward, met by smoke now, and that's going to leave one player on the other side of ramp. Zontix falls back. You've got the bomb here inside cave. They're going for the boost, and Hunter's reading this exact move. He doesn't end up getting vision, but he is indeed ready.
Nice.
And he just decides to pull the trigger on it. On the brink of a 9th CT round win.
That's prep,
4v3
man.
to close.
Knew exactly what they were going to do in that reaction. G2 looking one step ahead. Hunter comes forward in this spot. Up 4v3. Looking to make it even worse.
Bombs down. Should be easy from here on out. Should be. Zontix on the recovery. He's the player that bailed them out on Mirage.
I mean, that might be a little bit too much from Hunter, depending if they go back to B. Heavy God's still back here. I mean, it's still a great spot, but you never know with Spirit. Got to be careful all the way through.
Out of 20 seconds. It's bomb here on Zontix for the ramp play. Chopper's got to clear out all those cave corners again. Now they're both ready to hit this site. Zontix is going to give him the bomb so that he can try to give the cover. Does it get stopped again, though? It's happened already, and it'll happen a second time. Done round. Zontix now needs to die before time expires. And, oh, that's close.
I think it's after. Looked like 0 to me, but maybe.
After time.
Yeah.
Money bottomed out for Zontix. Double digits suddenly feeling very real. What a read from Hunter on a half where he is dominating at this point.
Yeah, we had a lot of examples of why this is a good half from G2, but none have really been emblematic of how dominant the overall scoreline has been than this one. Even that push from Hunter, the confidence from it, the read on the boost. They gave up mid on this play, didn't even matter. I gotta say the B players have been doing so well. I mean, B and A, to be honest.
So it's a MAC-10 charge up the ramp, but it gets interrupted with the double frag grenades. You see how it takes the steam out of the other two. And so the front runner comes through low health. Donk on the recovery. Mattis on the aggression. Surprised Chopper didn't think that threat was so real. Donk in sight, trying to open the door for that bomb to move up with him. He's gonna go for the long control and eats a flash. The team play coming together here. Nothing has been easy for Spirit inside of this site from start to finish. You've had bomb plants denied. You've had man advantages crumbled. And now a 2 versus 4 is going to have nothing to stand on. MAC-10 here for Zontix, catches Mattis off guard, sure, but that's it. 10 rounds from G2. They are definitely prepped for this upset.
17 seconds left, so this is going to be just an all-out stomp to the bomb side. No slowing it down. They just have to rush him in, get the kill instantly, and get the bomb planted. Frozen is dropped, and that's the bomb on the ground. Oh my God! It's Brolin with an insane transfer. He keeps it going. It's a quad kill. He saved his team.
Vice. I don't know, the bell is ringing, might be the train bell, but certainly ringing for Astralis right here. 1 versus 4, and he's gonna get a headshot follow. Oh, what? No way! He actually makes it work. That has to be just pure out, just divine intervention. Shut up. I can't. I've never seen anything like that ever before.
If they're gonna get a fifth in this first 15, this could be the round he offers it. At the helm of that monster hit, Apex comes around the corner, back of Electronic turned. A double man advantage that feels like surely Vitality have already got enough. But what about that flash from SDY? How about this hold from Perfecto? Incendiary to the right, Sumdai Young turns his attention. Oh, all three! Sumdai Young and Sumdai again and again and again. 11-4, 11 rounds straight, and a dominant overpass CT side.
Yeah, you see, definitely a big gap providing itself. They're going to come through this.
They're on their way. Setups here. Good flashes. Rops, he is supposed to be the way in, but he's escorted out off the premises. Shush! This is his site, and he continues to lay down more and more from Shush. Oh, 5 from the Dane.
Sometimes these work.
See if they hit the flashes or not. They do.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Zywo's blind
as well.
Oh, Rain the double deagle.
You're not gonna.
Oh! When it rains, it pours. And then Rain adds in that extra secret spice. Gives you a round like this. A fourth! Everybody falls at the hands of Rain.
Want to play late city?
Yes, I can.
Ready? I'm ready. Yeah.
I will look at the box.
Once he sign. Once he donut. Side one. That.
Wait, I will
Coming
smoke the
in.
bomb.
Donut, guys.
Smoking the bomb.
Nice.
Ah!
Defuse,
Defuse.
You telling me that's the same team that back on Mirage, they had to be calmed down by Sunpius? What a stark contrast between Mirage when, you know, you're right out of the gate swinging in your first map. I suppose the score at this point is so lopsided that that's definitely going to give you a little aura of confidence. But at the end of that half, man, 10-2. And in this halftime, Mohan, while we were off the microphone, off the air, you said you actually believe that this comeback could happen.
Yeah. It's, you know, might look like a bit of a fairy tale story, but this is one of the more CT-sided maps. A lot of it will have to do with the pistol, but the pistol mixed with the favorite team, mixed with the map pick of Spirit, it could be a few months of everybody looking extremely good on CT's side. So I think Spirit know that. I think G2 know that. They did well to pull off that first CT-sided pistol themselves. Let's see if they can pair it with another.
Struggled in their pistols versus Nemiga at the start of Bounty. Trying to tap back into Hunter's specialty. And, I mean, Hunter is looking special. 16 kills in that first half of play. They want a lot of space here. They want to go interrupt the utility. Eesh, Chopper stuck in the door frame. I mean, no cave control. Zwei and Zontix back on the lane. Chopper is locked in here versus the util player.
They don't think he would come back up, actually. Okay.
He starts to chip away at the health as
got the flank.
Zwei goes ahead, moves in deep. Hunter's just going to go right back into the kill feed, and that flank is denied. Zontix on 1 point of health has 2 headshots already. Gunning for a Sunpius, who's only died once this entire map so far. Zontix gets up close, Sunpius swings, and G2 starting to put the final nails in this coffin with an 11th round on the pistol.
Yeah, 2 pistols with that great CT side. Now they are in a prime position, absolutely. Plant coming down there, Dunk talking a lot on this round.
What a clutch that would have been from Zontix.
Yeah, that would have been
1v3, 1 health.
1 health would have been very special.
Beautiful couple of taps out of him. We'll see if the force buy.
Ooh, they're boosted up for this on this run.
Can they upend it? Heavy got dead. Oh, MP9's forced into it. Sampaio's on the wide swing, falls to the second, and so Hunter and Mattis both shave down low.
No.
G2 think they can skip steps and instead step on the landmine that is SMG's on A.
They got finessed so hard right there. The boost, the quick boost versus the rush. G2 were like, we'll just win this one. We'll just win this one. So quick. We'll just get out there.
Oh, come on, we can do it.
No default, no getting scouted, no mid control. Don't worry, no flanks coming in. We're just going to win
No
this one.
nades, no nothing.
Yeah.
WWWWW. How about L?
Called out really hard here by Spirit. Still, they got their 11th. They are so close now to the finish line.
But it makes the comeback for Spirit all the more delicious. Lose the pistol, win the force.
I have a feeling Senpai is going to have to say calm one more time in this game. They're this close. Take a look at all these score lines, see which ones you're impressed by. Note, see who's going to make a bounce back.
I'm impressed by Donk's 8 and 13, but it's because I don't see it very often. You know?
Hunter's got a little utility. They've kept it 5 up. Oh, his life matters so much right here. Oh.
So he never reloaded.
He's going to be really supportive from the perimeter, yeah.
He didn't reload.
True.
That ump magazine's not the biggest. He's got 12 bullets in an ump. Gets insta-dinked, doesn't even fire another bullet, and then Hunter hits Chopper on the ramp. Was this a key for Spirit to get back into the game, or for G2 to just embarrass Spirit that much more? Their own force puts them into the post plant. We've got kits and we've got real rifles here for Spirit, plus a Donk AK. He gets hit by Mobs! The double deagle out of cave, no way. Zontix, he bailed him out on Mirage, and he's gonna have to do it again, but not in the face of the Guatemalan Mauler.
Ding dong.
Triple D kill from cave to the retake. 9 map points.
Man.
Ding dong. Nasty shots. Somebody throw in the towel. Down to just a smoke and an incendiary at a minute 35. They go for the mid control, no opening kills. And in such a tough spot, you've just got to start to...
How many kills did Donk have last map in total?
9.
Wow, 17 and 2. That's impressive for some.
He'll be 17 and 33 if this is the round they lose and he dies without a kill again. 17 and 33 in a series does not sound like Donk. Chopper in front of it though. Not alone. Him and Shiro stuck in the corner. Terrorists approach with more utility. Chopper gets stuck into the corner.
What? They don't clear it.
That's crazy. Thought they both fell back. I guess they didn't hear both, and so when Shiro runs away, he's thinking it's fully clear. Make a mistake and you'll pay the price. He does.
It's kind of like respect your own volley though, isn't it?
Man advantage well used here, and then up close is Donk. Sampaio's gonna get caught off guard. The Force Wars in full effect. We're gonna go back and forth a little longer.
Little awkward there for Mattis. I mean, half the job is done. You get the molly in place.
Just clear it.
Just clear it. Just clear it.
Clear it. You got 2 options. Clear it or don't.
Yeah.
Clear
There
it.
is a right answer. Yeah. Did he just run over a gun that was empty? Is that what happened? Was it M4?
surely they robbed that from the last round.
But he was just acting surprised, super surprised.
Well, it's because it's the run back from Shiro, man. They tricked him. They tricked him, Launders. Shiro ran away. He thought it was Chopper. Chopper never moved. Scared you. Put him in the body bags. That's 4 consecutive, non-consecutive round wins. Makes sense of that.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
wow,
where's
that's
that?
skipping.
4?
Yeah, that's in the rough.
We can't turn this commentary into golf. That's the new meta.
Here
Sway
comes
in the
Mobs
corner.
again.
Come on, Mobs has an AK. He's down for now. Gun will be picked up as the pistols push past. There's no way we get 5 of these force buys.
Oh, careful with your life here.
Right? Surely not. Donk's on the scene. Slides up, bombs down. That AK never got picked back up off Mobs, and so Spirit do recover. Only 7 more rounds to go.
7 rounds back in the day wasn't even a huge comeback.
Sure. But in this economy,
7 rounds is just difficult. Astralis did 7 rounds and they won Atlanta. I could do that standing on my head.
hey Mo, you hear what I said? I says, I could do that standing on my head. Donk stands his ground. Zontix, a double nade kill. That's fun. Fragmentation. Blows open the mid play. 3 consecutive rounds now for Spirit with this freebie. No bomb plants in the middle of all that either. So back to the drawing board, G2.
Based on what we've seen from Mobs, he can win a round by himself. T side, CT side. Those deagle kills he got here in the second half, those openers, or denials of entries that he had inside of mid. So solid.
Mid control again for
Quickly
Spirit.
his way.
I mean, G2 do this.
Ooh, wow, incredible
that-
ray transfers.
That's what Grim was looking for. The AUG looks good in the hands of Zway. Mobs hears that cave move. Heavy Gods left alone, and the bomb got dropped on the attempt to cross over. But if Mobs can attack cave from the back end, that peels the support away from the players on the back lane.
Yeah, Donk's got his...
But still, somebody's got to grab that bomb. Heavy God trying to stay off the line from the spam. Mobs has to be very cautious, and Heavy God sees the barrel, hits the headshot. That's Donk dead. Chopper and Shiro in a clutch with a kit. The Chopper's got to come all the way back now, spamming towards the plant. He'll stop it.
Wow.
A taste of their own medicine. Luckily, though, it is Mobs, who was low already. And Heavy God still has this smoke temporarily. He also has 50 seconds to play if he wants to burrow into the back of their minds. Play the guessing game.
He can go to A, but he can't beat them there. If they really... It might take him a second to realize that he would have tried it, but Chopper is starting to get the message. Here he's worried about a mid lurk. There's still lots of time left over, so let's see how Heavy God plays it. Spotted.
Jumps over it.
But get back on notice.
Is it Temple or is it Big Box? And they're just going to come at this from CT. Moving it forward. I mean, they've got the nades to flush him out if they want to. They've also got a smoke for the bomb. Confirms him. And the swing out from the pistol's going to get this over the line.
It's a nice call out. That Molly instant.
Make that 4 straight for Team Spirit.
Yeah. Good try, but even better here for Spirit. But it is a little bit like Mirage winning rounds. Donk's kind of just getting countered. But he's really not getting countered on a macro level here in the second half. It's like he's getting outdone by Mobs. He's getting outdone by little individual plays. Here, Heavy God taking him out because he chose his gun. I feel like Mattis looks upset no matter which round it is.
He's kind of lost his mojo on this map. You know, this is one of those times where we're starting to see him actually make a couple mistakes, as per running into Chopper.
True.
Obviously, he holds himself to the highest standard. Up on his position. Oop.
Becomes dangerous for Shiro. They can wide him, but gets out.
Whoop.
Oh.
Ooh.
That would have been a great time to release the nade. But it's all a ruse. Just showing face over here on Cave.
It's going to be a Chopper Donk A-hold in a moment. Oh, here's the movement outside main. Nicely done for Spirit. Stop one half of this attack. The bomb is now in possession.
Just that kind of day for Dog, man. No way.
He's not used to being on the receiving end of stuff like this.
That's crazy.
Og from Red Room. Getting away from Zwei on this one. Mattis picking up a pistol kill as well.
Oh.
That's an Og for him to take.
Oh, it's a little less funny now, isn't it? This upgrade is something.
Surely not.
Bomb's in such a great spot for the CT side, though.
I mean, Hunter's been playing phenomenally.
Can't believe Dog just died like that.
Og goes down. Zontix can now turn back. Utility's going to confirm it, and he's caught on the jump egg.
There's nothing random about that. He aimed for someone jumping up behind the smoke to be waiting in that exact position. That was 99% game sense, 1% luck by mobs.
I want to see Dong's reaction.
Literally.
I can see him just squirming in his chair already.
It's already hit a table here. G2 have been successful in that way.
But what they haven't been successful in is closing this game. This is 5 rounds in a row from Spirit, from 12-3 to 12-8.
Flying through these timeouts. So I won't be able to help out for the rest of this soon.
Is there no Hallie in the server today? I feel like we haven't seen him at all.
But yeah, true. Same.
Yep. Rinse and repeat.
Same spot, which is definitely a little bit like, whoa, is this going to work again?
No way.
But yeah, they aren't clearing it.
Again. 2 players go past. Good trade. Oof, and Donk only gets the 1, but Zontix keeps that edge in the hands of Spirit. It's still, I think, all things considered, not the worst position. Put the bomb down and try to close this, because the 2 players left have been playing exceptionally well. Mobs is feeling it with that Deagle shot off the last round, and Hunter is your top fragger. That is crazy. Peeks into Temple, just gives his life away, and puts his in-game leader into a 1v3. Hunter could do this. First one's free. Seconds there for the taking, and it's a low-health Zontix. 6th time's the charm, perhaps, to close it. And that fire's not going to spread. On top of the bomb and denied. That is what it takes. You can take 1 Kovac out of G2, but the second still standing strong, and Spirit fumbled their map pick.
Sometimes when that map point is eluding you, you just gotta go out and hunt it down. Holy cow. We asked the question, can G2 humble Donk twice? The answer, yes, and this time they got the map too.
Shocking. What a great ending there for Hunter, who had such a fantastic game. I feel like it's only fitting that he's the one that gets them through at the final hurdle.
Yeah, I mean, that's Hunter struggling when it comes to the T side in terms of the calling. They're getting kind of countered all over the map. Great plays coming out of Spirit, despite some kind of heroics, but Hunter drags his team kicking and screaming across the finish line individually at the end with the 1v3. Really as clean as can be.
I don't know if I really always... I don't know if I loved the calling for the last 5 or so rounds there from Hunter. So I'm glad that he just did it as an individual, because he'd be blaming himself, saying, why did I just call all these B hits, full A hit? Like it felt so simplistic, you know?
Look, some people buckle under the mantle of leadership. They get too in their brains. They say, I'm thinking about 9 possibilities of how to maneuver my pieces. Some people just say, all right, all my teammates are dead. Now I can look at my crosshair. And that's what Hunter said.
That's true, and thankfully for the CT side, it seems like he did an awful lot of that. It was known that Hunter in the previous iteration of G2 was the CT in-game leader. Now he's doing it on both sides, but he really hasn't lost too much of a beat. He's not insane right now, but he's been definitely holding his own. Like if you want to start a conversation with limited sample size about fragging in-game leaders, this is a great case in point example.
Maui, I think we start that with every good fragger that turns into an in-game leader in their first 2 months.
Yeah,
we go,
I know.
Oh my God, fragging IGLs are back.
It always. It's the same trap.
And then we start to question it a little bit. So I want to give Hunter a little time, but certainly in this series, he's a fragging IGL, man.
Fragging IGL. Honeymoon period of not thinking too hard about it yet. Just kind of going with the flow. He's running. He said it himself. It's Saw system. He's just in the driving seat, you know? He's not building the car. He's just going to put his pedal to the metal, and he's going to push that thing as fast as it'll go.
And I'm kind of surprised that the Saw system is just all these sight hits. But then again, that's sort of what Snappy liked to do with Saw as well. So it's not too surprising. Just would have expected maybe the team's in a fledgling state, so they're trying to just go for these kind of plays.
Now, this scoreline, when you look at it in retrospect, is going to look more reasonable. But that first half was unbelievable. And there's one round in particular you wanted to look at here, Vu?
Yeah, I got round 11, and the thing to keep in mind about this is that it's 2 rounds initially from Spirit are the first 2 gun rounds. They dominate in middle. So you have G2 playing around that. You have Donk, and this, the casters mentioned, this is emblematic of the game. Donk whiffed a kill he absolutely should have got. Then would you look at that? We've got Hunter going for just a very smart game sense read. He knows this boost is likely, gets the spam down, but not only that, he groups up with Malbs and they push right back in. They know there's nothing going on at ramp. Are they hitting B just through cave there? No, most likely not. So he goes for the push through, he gets the kill from behind, and they just close this round out in such a beautiful way for how this game has gone, despite, again, they win this half 10-2, but they were losing mid control consistently.
The prep that G2 had in this game was fully on display for a multitude of the rounds, but even in the micro moments with Hunter just spamming that boost right there, the recognition of what is likely to come in the average Spirit round as they progress through Ancient was, I mean, Hunter was dialed in completely to that.
Now, one of the things that's always been consistent for G2, at least through the last several iterations, that they've always had the kind of spark plug that can win you around out of nowhere, that can do the unexpected. New spark plug in the engine. We got Mattis. You want to talk about him, Vu?
I like Mattis.
You want to talk about him, Maui?
I mean, Kassad loves this guy. He's sharp.
He's sharp.
He's sharp.
But I loved beyond the mechanics in this game, some of the kind of worries about Mattis coming into G2 was that sometimes the mid-round, late-round decision-making looked a little bit awkward, a little scary. Well, I feel like he was able to play early stages of rounds, middle stages of rounds exceedingly well here on Ancient. And I feel like you're getting maybe like almost every other map, I feel like I'm seeing great Mattis decision-making paired with incredible skill. So that's exactly what G2 wanted when they signed this guy from Fnatic, and I almost have to just look in the rearview mirror and say maybe there was just something wrong going on in Fnatic, because sometimes Mattis looked a little bit more boneheaded. I guess the scoreline at the very end didn't look good, but at the CT side that kicked things off, the way he played around Cave, understanding how Chopper, Zwei wanted to fight against him, I think Mattis did a great job handling a lot of those situations.
Yeah, I think when you look at a map where you can't really control mid on CT side Ancient, you need to lean on your Cave player, you need to lean on that guy to be making the right read at the right time, getting the information towards lane, getting the information towards mid, know when you can push and know when you need to play passive. And despite an 11-17 scoreline, he had a ridiculous amount of impact on that CT side to make this half possible.
Yeah, it was really a tale of two halves for Mattis, and you know, you're looking to see more of the first than the second.
Yep.
Speaking of that second, it did get pretty messy for G2 and for Spirit, to be quite frank. A lot of these rounds, there's one we've got queued up here, round 15, but it was back and forth. It was Deagle headshots, it was SMGs, it was madness.
I mean, I feel like this is the kind of round that, Mike, you should just talk about. I mean, this is just Mobs going absolutely nuclear.
I do love him. It's so good. You talk about him. You're an analyst.
I mean, I feel like the first bullet accuracy for Malbs was just on display there. I mean, I'm glad we get it back from his perspective. I mean, the swiftness with which he was able to find the headshots here was pretty absurd. And those are those kinds of moments why, you know, at the highest level of CS, you can make decent game plans, but you just need better players.
Yeah, I mean, talking about mid-late round decision making when we're discussing Mattis, I think you still have to think about that when it comes to Malbs. I think he's a little over-aggressive at times, but when he's on point, he can win aim duels against Donk. He can win rounds for you single-handedly with his aim, with his ability to entry, and you don't get that from too many players.
Let's talk about the other side of this, right? Because we were gobsmacked after the first map with the performance we got from Donk. There have been only a handful of maps since he joined this team that you even have this kind of performance that's comparable to this. 2 in a row? We just have not seen this before. What is happening to the young fragger?
Well, there was definitely a level of anti-strat on Mirage that either kept him out of the action or confronted him with fights that were sort of just off meta. But on Ancient, he was actually fighting things out in middle. He wasn't always going for more than one kill. Like the multi-kill potential that is usually so on display for Donk was really neutralized. And I think that G2 did a great job of just different types of tempo against him. Sometimes they would fight him in mid, but sometimes they just peeled away from it entirely, and then he's just kind of searching for what comes next. And there were times when Donk just kind of haphazardly walked into cave and he wasn't really ready for what's to come next. It's like the G2 just kind of pulled the rug on him.
Yeah, I think G2 were just constantly changing up their timing. They were walking through smokes. You had a couple moments where Donk got a little bit unlucky, you have to admit, with the Malbs Deeg shot through a smoke as well. But at the same time, I actually feel like Donk, and I don't think I've ever said this before, he felt like he got frustrated maybe in map 1, and I don't think he played like himself in map 2.
A frustrated Donk now through 2 maps of play, a rare sight indeed. But surely it can't happen a third time. We'll find out after this. How are things feeling in the camp with the new roster, with Saw coming in as the coach, with Hunter taking over the main captain rosters? How are you feeling about it?
It's been good so far. I think Hunter is doing a really good job as an IGL. I think having Saw is really helping him a lot. I think Saw is a really, really good coach. It's crazy to me how good he is. And yeah, Hunter, as I said, he's doing good. I think Saw is doing a really good job as well, helping him. So I think things are going good so far.
Big praise for the new hierarchy, and of course it helps when your new captain actually just kills them all himself. That was a very good map coming through for the new world order, for the game plan coming through from Saw, for Hunter in that IGL role.
I mean, this has been a great display for him so far. I'm not sure if I'm gonna just even put the pedal to the metal on Hunter's calls being fantastic. I mean, I've seen so far, I feel like they're getting it over the line, but it's kind of through the sheer will of some of the individuals. I feel like at Cologne and at this event so far too, I'm not really all in on this is like the most amazing calling ever.
I mean, when you have Malbs talking so positively about Saw with that little kind of experience he's had with him, Saw's obviously doing some great things. You look at these games, Mirage, they had a really great game plan. They come into the T side, they pop off 7-2, then half goes 7-5, they lose the game. And on the second map, they struggled to close it out. So yeah, I think it's fair to say Hunter as a fragger, top tier right now. But Hunter as an IGL, we're going to need to see it on Dust 2.
Speaking about players as fraggers, where has Donk gone? We're headed to Dust 2. It's his home turf. It's perhaps his most comfortable map in the pool. We're used to seeing highlight play after highlight play here, but that has just not been the player we've gotten in the server today.
To say it's his home map is almost even an understatement. I looked at his career stats. He has a 1.65 career rating on Dust 2, 1.68 this year. That is beyond, I've never seen anything like it.
I mean, Donk is going any which way he wants. Every single round he plays Dust 2 with Spirit. On CT side, he will start long A, just be the second player as a surprise factor. Sometimes he'll pick up the op in a mid to B kind of role. Sometimes he'll just swing off of cat. I mean, he's rushing lower at times too. Like, you can't make a game plan that's avoid Donk, because Donk will just find you and he will kill you.
If I can say something nice about someone else on Spirit, I actually think this is a good example of either the coaching or Chopper on this map making it impossible to avoid Donk. He's constantly moving across the map. They'll give him plays if he's having a bad game. They'll put him in the right spot if he's not in the right spot regularly, if they're trying to avoid him. It's such a good map for the calling and game planning of Spirit as well.
Well, there's no better arena for us to answer the question of whether our scene's Achilles has finally found his heel, or if he's going to be able to regain his divinity. Two gods of the microphone to take you through it. Scrawny and Launders, take it away.
Oh, you're a beautiful entry, Michael. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I think great stat bringing up the Dust 2 performance of Donk. You'd think that this is where he turns his series around, Launders. You'd think, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would harm the stats, that's for sure. And just to reiterate, 1.68 on Dust 2 on the year. I'm going to go out on a limb and just say that's just simply never been done. That's this deep into a year. That's like unbelievable. That's just unbelievable.
We're starting to use that statement a little too many times when it comes to Donk.
Yeah, it's always true is a thing.
Never been done, but I mean, he just keeps racking up the accolades.
So 1.1 KPR on Dust 2 this year. That's like, holy moly, man. I don't even know what to say about that. So yeah, he's got quite the reputation to uphold, even on this map, even if he's not having a great day. And it's like any small deviation from this is going to drag his stats down a lot, right? So, yeah. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it, though. Maybe it's impossible on a map like Dust 2. Maybe it's just impossible.
Time to find out. Right now, it's all Spirit out long.
Like, to keep this, 1.71 was the single record for an event. It was, Nico set it at New York, and then Donk matched it at Katowice, a 3-week-long tournament from the play-in.
He was jumping.
1.71. That's an all-time event record.
Yeah.
He has a 1.68 on Dust 2 over this year.
Average.
Year.
It must be fun being Donk.
Why does he look like he'd have more fun then? Oh, all right.
Through the smoke, insta USP grab. Ah! Little labored here for Sun Pius. 5v3 post plant for Spirit. Bodes well for the records. The stats lapping this start up, but now Donk's dead. Heavy God scours the field. Nobody really gives him anything to shoot at, so they're going to call this off. G2 give it up. Pistol round to Spirit on the T side.
Won't even test this. Couple of entries and it's over.
For the record as well, Donk is 0.84 on the series.
Okay.
But now, this is the third map, so it's not going to be as easy to draw that out into a 1.0. And again, Spirit still have to win. To have a sub-1 rating on a match and Spirit win so far has been impossible. Look at that shot. On Malbs while jumping.
Yeah, and also the reason that like it's never happened to Donk and Spirit, but it has happened to like Zywoo and Vitality is by the design of the team.
Yes.
That they set up, they use a lot of resources to set up the chance for Donk to be able to frag. It makes perfect sense. It's again, by design, but doesn't make it any less impressive. This force up will have eyes on mid. Well, behind the smoke is Sun Pius, but you definitely can find some chances. And Sun Pius chooses the correct lean. Oh, crazy eagle shot in for Bulbs off the first peak.
Not the second either. Hits the ground with nothing to show for it. Donk burns slightly on the cat approach, looking to put pressure on sight. 5-7 down, and Scout is getting its damage in. Catlon player held back, but Sun Pius just felt so squeezed in that situation, understandably. Low health on 3, Nade finds 1. Time to shine, Mattis. Oh, but Zontix comes in the second that he was looking away from that smoke, just trying to take a quick glance back towards the long corner, and that's when Zontix strikes.
Can't watch everything, I suppose, but still good round here for Spirit. Very standard in their default, quick to make the decision to split A. There's a lot of players waiting for them, but with long control, with this sort of cat turn taken over, it just felt like a matter of time. That's okay. Don't want to get too upset about that.
Mr. Mario.
Mr. Matty, yes. Did we get an update on the mouse pad, by the way, back at Cologne?
He got a new one.
He got a new one?
He's got a new mouse pad. He is no longer using that shriveled up...
The treasure map.
Yeah, that's... Okay, that's it. Yep, that's a good take. The ancient scroll of a mouse pad.
Yeah, the papyrus scroll.
No, he's got the fresh G2 setup.
That thing looked like a damn wet piece of wet cardboard.
Yeah, it was pretty gross. But hey, if it got him to the pro level, then you'll hang on to it.
And he kept his mojo with the new pad.
Yes, sir.
And you got to respect, you know,
everybody.
The lack of waste.
Oh, yes, of course.
Keeping something for that long.
Hey, you know what?
Making it work.
In a world full of fast fashion and technology built to break, Mattis was a beacon for all of us.
Yeah. Even if there was probably something psychological attached to it.
Sure, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, dude. You don't keep that ratty looking mouse pad that long unless you probably love it.
That thing was done.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 years ago.
It was definitely, there's probably a few shots I got missed because of it.
Like, I'm pretty sure he wasn't allowed to throw that in the garbage. He probably had to bring it to a special drop-off site where they incinerate chemical waste.
Yeah, they had to put it in a biodegradable bag for sure.
Ooh.
Oh.
Back to the action, though, off the tech pause, and it's an instant kill for Donk on long. We got Deagles out here on the field. Mobs has given us a few nasty deeks today. Looking for one here in the round 3. The 3rd round.
Connor say.
Shiro likes that. Kill up the catwalk, ready to go. Forces Heavy God to take up position in sight instead.
Using a Galil from this distance is just so inefficient. Donk goes down all the way from Long Plat. They're still dishing it out on him, man. He's getting some kills, but he's never letting him multi. Or they're never letting him multi. Snail's pace now at 53 seconds. The flank's coming in from upper tunnels, but the shoulder spot only helps Chopper out.
Whoa. Is that jumping Mach 10 accuracy? Not nerfed. And Heavy God getting squeezed. Slowly but surely, they'll make their way closer to the A site. 4 up for Spirit. And they've got to come to this 3rd map with a certain level of respect after what G2 have done to them tonight. So they take their sweet time, minimize any losses.
That preempt has to be absolutely perfect. You don't get a chance to punish those nades getting thrown. We saw what happened to Fallen back at Cologne as well with that peak.
Ooh, wall bang.
No, actually that was Kyosuke. Got it mixed up. 2 peas in a pod.
Kyo.
Kyosuke.
Kyosuke.
Son.